Hey guys, it's Matthew from Sling Pilot Academy. It's day 7, the final day of Oshkosh. As you can see behind me, things are starting to die down a little bit here. We're gonna take a quick look around to see what's left, and then we're gonna throw together an amazing compilation of all the airshow footage, night and day, that we've gotten from the whole week. Enjoy the video. I'm here with W01 Peterson. Can you tell me a little bit about this helicopter that's behind us?
This is a UH-60 Mike Blackhawk. In this configuration, it's used for air assault missions. It can also be used for sling loads, external cargo, or it can be used for medevac. I personally am a medevac pilot flying the UH-60 Lima.
And how did you get involved in doing this?
I enlisted into the aviation unit here in the Wisconsin Army National Guard, working on the UH-60 Limas on the avionics and electrical systems, and decided I'd always wanted to become a pilot. Eventually decided that I wanted to do it for the Army. That was a decision that takes some doing. There's a lot involved in that process, but it's been a tremendously rewarding path for me, and do it again in a heartbeat.
And how has the show been for you so far this week?
It's been terrific. I've spent a lot of time here interfacing with people, answering questions, and talking to folks. In my case, I'm doing this job to help people. That's why I'm attached to the medevac mission. It's something that I care about, so we're happy to be here with the community. And I, of course, love coming to Airventure. It's an incredible, it's a unique place to be. It's an incredible experience every time, and I've certainly enjoyed it.
Do you have any interesting facts about the helicopter, like speed, climb rate, anything like that?
There are a lot of interesting facts about the Blackhawk, that's for sure. VNE is 193 knots, but I've never gotten even close to it. The speed we can actually achieve depends a lot on how the aircraft is configured and on the amount of cargo we're carrying, of course. Even the difference between fully fueled and later in the flight. An hour later, you'll notice that the aircraft is comfortable achieving, comfortable at a somewhat higher speed.
And what is your favorite thing to do in this aircraft?
Low-level terrain flight. Nap of the earth is the term for when we're very close to the trees, and we're picking our way through the terrain, staying low, and that is always a tremendously fun way to fly, especially when it's the fall and the leaves are starting to turn here in Wisconsin. Once in a while you'll see the rotor wash picking up some leaves behind you, and you're leaving a bit of trail of color behind you. My favorite things revolve around helping people and doing the mission that I signed up for. The same sort of beautiful, elegant flying that a lot of general aviation folks are very into. There's a lot that we share with the general aviation crowd in terms of the motivations just to be a pilot in some capacity.
Last question, do you have any advice for people out there that are maybe like yourself before who had considered being a pilot but aren't too sure about doing it right now?
Continue forward with it. Look into it. Take the next step. Don't, as we refer to it, self-select and say no to yourself. There are a lot of assumptions and a lot of older, outdated information out there that causes people to assume that they couldn't do it. And there are many qualified people, there are many folks who would be great aviators who decide not to do it because they didn't know that they could. So my advice to people is do it for yourself if that's something you want to do. We can say no to you, but we can't say yes when you say no to yourself, and it is worth doing.
Awesome, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, I'm here with Ed, and we're here at the Ford Tri-Motor booth. Can you tell me a little bit about what you guys do here?
So we sell rides. If you remember, people remember back in the old barnstormer days after World War I, you know, they had the biplanes and they landed in a farmer's field and they sold rides. Well, we're doing the same thing here at Oshkosh, Airventure. It's a ride of about 8 to 10 minutes out to the seaplane base and back, and you're riding in a 1929 Ford tri-motor airplane, which is the first commercial airliner. All metal, corrugated skin, commonly called the Tin Goose. And this one was built in 1929. They started in 1926 to 34. And they built 199. This happens to be serial number 69.
Very cool. And what do you do for them?
I'm one of the pilots. And right now there's 9 of us. Well, there are 9 of us at the show. We've got 11 pilots that fly the tri-motor. And we fly all around the country and do these tour stops for about 4 days in different parts of the United States, hosted by the local EAA, the Experimental Aircraft Association chapters. They put it on, and so if people are interested in flying in any one of these places, go on to www.flytheford.org, and you can see where the next tour stops are going to be.
How did you get into doing this?
I just knew the right people, and I tried for quite a while. Finally, they gave me a chance to fly in the right seat. They liked it, and eventually went to the left seat. There's certain requirements to be captain on the tri-motor. One is obviously depth of experience, tailwheel airplane experience, you know, sort of big airplane experience, and then you have to do 100 landings to make sure that you understand all the nuances of the airplane.
So for someone who doesn't understand the detail of aviation, maybe doesn't understand how this is different than something like a 737, what makes these planes so different?
Well, first of all, all the control surfaces are cable operated, so you know there's no hydraulics in there. So it's really Armstrong. You know, takes lots of muscle. It's an airplane that needs to have a coordinated aileron and rudder together, which a lot of pilots aren't used to. It's a tail dragger. It's heavy. It's got 3 engines. It flies well, but sometimes it's a little sluggish, so you know you have to be patient. But it's a forgiving airplane, and it's a fun airplane to fly. Not only is the airplane fun to fly, but the people that come on to fly on the airplane are very fun as well. So,
how's the show been for you guys this year?
We've had excellent weather. We've been busy. You know, sometimes we get a little slow takeoff and landing because of the air show and some of the other things, but we try to keep going. And you know, we've done quite a few flights. They've all been full. We're very popular. If
you could say one thing to any of the young kids watching out there that might be thinking about aviation, what do you have to say?
Yeah, I think, you know, they always talk about aviate, navigate, communicate. So basically fly the airplane. That's the most important thing. You know, persevere. I mean, stay in the game, get as much training and recurrent training as you can, and try to be the best pilot you can, the smoothest and the best pilot that you can be.
Well, thank you for doing this, and it was nice to meet you.
Yeah, you as well. Thank you very much.